Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente yo-yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 803, primarily in a row. My name's Rob Hoback. Happy that you're here, honored and humbled that you keep coming back like for reals. Hey, it's Monday, right? And on Mondays, we talk about having Mamba Mondays. We talk about, just adopting that Mamba mentality of attack your week. Don't just wait for things to be things that, and I am, that's why I talk about it all the time. I love to procrastinate. I'm sure nobody listening to this ever does. But it's like, man, just get in control of it. Just get in front of it. Today, the date is 12/28/20, so it's our last Monday of 2020. And again, I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm done with 2020. I'm ready to move on. So it's a work day. Got some work to do. Let's do it. First things first. Still the realest. You know what I'm amazed, and I'm amazed at how the love and admiration I get from my kids sometimes. Because you know what? This is what I think I shared this with you. What got me so sideways last week was an interaction that I had with Jack that didn't, it ended up in a fight, and I didn't want it to be a fight. And then he was upset, and then he fell asleep, and then he left before I could make things right. And I just hated it. It got me in the ditch for like 2 days, and then came back, and like the last 3 days have just been a blessing with him. And I think I shared with you guys, he got that easel, and then he immediately went over and wanted to start drawing. He wanted to start, he can't even say daily discipline. He's trying to say, I'm trying to make my daily disciplines. And he went over to where the IM sheets are out in the dining room, and set his little easel up there and tried to start writing. And it warmed my heart, right? To think that little guy wants to be just like me, and all I want is I want him to be better than me. I don't want him to be like me. And then Sissy, right? Like last night, I'm sitting there trying to, Sissy often gets the short end of the stick. Yesterday, we were going to, go to Aunt Jen's and let her play for a little bit. But then the other boys didn't want to go, and I didn't want to drive. And so she got bumped. And so her repayment for me, for bumping her last night was, she's like, Daddy, I'm going to clean the house while you're watching the game. And man, she cleaned the house. She has that thing where she wants the people that she loves. She's like, oh, I will work hard for you. And it just warms my heart. I'm amazed by her love. I'm amazed by Jack's love. In the middle of the night, Jack fell asleep early, got in bed with me. And I said, I love you, Jack. He's like, I love you too, Daddy. Let's talk about Paw Patrol. And then fell asleep. It was just awesome. So on to our real talk. This has a lot to do with my kids. It has a lot to do with football. It's this. Doing the work works. We saw it again yesterday, right? Let's take a couple examples, right? Let's take the Chicago Bears, right? My favorite team, one of my favorite teams to see lose, because I'm a Packers fan. But I'm telling you what, Chicago Bears playing good football right now, and they're doing the work, right? Regardless of who made the call, a couple weeks ago, they're like, hey, the whole Nick Foles thing ain't working. Let's put Mitchy Witchy back in there and see what he can do. And they have played well since. As a Packers fan, I don't like that matchup next week. Playing the Bears need to get in to the playoffs, but they've done the work, right? They stopped listening to everything outside. Now, like, look, let's just do the work. Doing the work works. They've got the talent. They look great, right? My team, the Green Bay Packers, right? Everybody giving up, myself included, like, oh, they can't play a tough team, that runs the ball, this, that, and the other. Well, let me tell you, a team with a good defense and running the ball came into Lambeau Field last night, and they got their ass whooped. They did. And the Packers they look great. Doing the work works, right? And they talked about some changes that they'd made where they took a star player and said, hey, you're not an everyday player anymore, right? So you're going to come off the bench sometimes, and we're going to give other people opportunity. Doing the work, making the hard calls, doing the things that other people don't want to talk about, just having honest conversations, and doing the work works. Where on the other side, right, teams and people that aren't doing the work, you just see it, right? You just see, doesn't it look like Houston's just given up on their season? You got their star player, J.J. Watt, saying, look, this is a level of effort. They didn't do the work. They didn't make the tough calls, right? And everybody outside the organization knew it, and they didn't do the work, and they're a mess. Doing the work works. Again, going back to the Packers fired their Super Bowl winning coach in the middle of the season 2 years ago. Hired a guy, again, myself included, everybody like, what the hell are you guys doing? They're like, we got this. We're doing the work. We're addressing the things that need to be addressed, which is the same mentality that we have to take to our lives, right? All of us have things in our life like, man, I really need to spend some time. I need to do some work over there. I need to make it better. Well, just remember, not doing anything doesn't work. It just makes it worse. Doing the work works. Let's do our thank yous and we're done for the day. Number one, God's been good to us in the good times and the bad. Thankful for some time off. Thankful for the love that Addison shows me that just amazes me. Thankful for Sam. He's such a good kid. He tries hard. And he's just, I love it when my kids are here. Thankful for Jack and all the things that he continues to teach me. Thankful that my kids want to imitate me, that they want to make me happy. It's flattering, it's humbling, it's all those things. I'm thankful for daily discipline. Watching Jack trying to write his IAMs and saying daily discipline, and he knows hands up and peace out and all that stuff. I'm teaching my kids like, hey, this is something you got to do. You got to find your way to make sure that you keep yourself on track. And if this is something they continue on, man, that would be, again, amazing, right? I'm thankful for daddy duty. It just keeps me grounded. It's very easy for me to just, I was watching this thing on TV last night about, the difference between men and women in a pandemic. And they were talking about, husbands and wives teams, and that the wives end up doing all the work and men's productivity's gone up. Well, not mine, right? My productivity has gone down because I don't have a wife. I don't have somebody else. I'm not shedding all that work onto somebody else. But I'm thankful for it because I'm seeing the returns on that. I'm seeing the returns on that work, right? I'm thankful that, I got a week here that I can get some stuff done around the house, some personal things I got to take care of. Thankful for the Green Bay Packers. I'm thankful for the Bears. I'm thankful for it all, right? That's the last thing, right? Is that I have learned in the last 803 days that if I want to be happy, I got to start by being thankful, right? Just start there. Start talking about the stuff that's in your life that's valuable, and then start talking about the stuff that's driving you crazy and be thankful for all of it. Because if it's not there, you're going to miss it. Just understand that as a universal truth, you got to be thankful before you're happy, and then 2 + 2 is always 4. With that, we are done. Hands up, peace out. We're better together. I appreciate you stopping by on a Mamba Monday. We'll be back tomorrow on a terrific Tuesday. We'll see you then. Deuces. #Real Talk. Love you guys. See ya.